What's up, guys? My name is Josue, and I'm here to talk about my travel experience as far as solo traveling. The reason that led me to making that decision of just going. So, that being said, I firstly want to hear your reasoning to why you took flight, or if you're debating to take flight, what is stopping you? What's holding you back? Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, is that I'm scared. I want to do what you're doing. I definitely would love to, but I feel like it's too dangerous. I don't know about how I feel going alone." Whatever the case may be, go ahead and comment down below. We can talk about it, open discussion for everybody, the travel community. And if you want to talk about it privately, you can send me a DM right here on my Instagram. I'll go ahead and put it up there, also in my video description, so that way you guys can go ahead and follow me. But that being said, the reason I left was because I was going through a personal family situation. I had just gotten off a 6 month training, very long, stressing, long hours of studying and long nights. From that, I went to working nights. And with that being said, I was up for almost 48 hours. At one point, my headaches were going through the roof. Like, I could not stop. Eventually, I felt like my head was going to explode. So I said, you know what? I'm going to listen to my body. I need to go clear my head. I had some money saved. So I said, I'm I'm out. And I just want to be alone. Like, I wanted to just take a walk at the beach. I wanted to just clear my head and get my mind right if I want to do the job that I was into. So I ended up leaving my dream job and I took flight. That's where the whole mindset completely changed, that I wanted to live life a little more before I settled and everything. My younger brother ended up tagging along in the first couple of days of my solo trip. But once he went home, the solo journey truly began. I was alone in a different country. I looked around and said, "Holy shit! I'm, like, I'm alone. I'm here, and now what?" So I was staying at hostels, definitely not hotels. And mind you, I am not a social person. And if you're gonna be at hostels, you should be open-minded to social. You'll become that person. Believe me, you'll become that social person. You open up more. You start being more friendly. And at first, solo travelers would approach me, and it was about until 3 days after that I realized I was connecting with more people, and I was quote unquote forced to get out of that comfort zone once again. And that led me to start new conversations as well. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna approach this person this time. I was out of that comfort zone. I was breaking through that. I was like, let's do this. It's not bad at all. So I ended up traveling together with a lot of people that I met. I met some people in Mexico. From Mexico, we ended up meeting up in a hostel in Guatemala at Lake Atizlan, another place that I highly recommend you guys visit. And from there, I ended up going back to Mexico for a flight that I had to Miami. Sure enough, at the hostel that I was at, the same person that I had met in Mexico, then in Guatemala, we were back in Mexico together and partying. So it allowed me to be more open minded to a lot of things, a lot of people telling me their story, and then I would tell them my story. And I found myself at a peaceful state of mind with no worries about anything. I realized I was happier, I was exploring, and definitely, yes, I was partying. There was a lot of partying going on. I do have to admit, I am a party animal. I live in Miami, and we have a lot of that. It is what it is. So there are lots of cities everywhere that are great for partying. Some others are a bit more calm. Some islands, like Isla Mujeres in Mexico, is not the party spot, but it has a couple bars that you can go out to. The hostels are pretty nice. Everybody's just in their own world, but you get to meet a lot of people. So I'm gonna be posting a couple videos up on my YouTube explaining the parties, showing you guys a lot of the partying, but viewer discretion is advised. And besides those party videos, I will also be posting about the hostel life, the pros and cons, the do's and don'ts, what you should take into consideration, a bunch of things that could be useful if you're planning to solo travel. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Thank you.